Ah, Stolas, my love, there you are. Oh, is something wrong? Are you okay, dear?
Why, yes. Darling, what was that noise earlier? I heard glass being shattered and yelling.
Oh, pay that no mind. One of my servants was being a little, rowdy and decided to intrude in places where they don't belong. So, I decided to, discipline them a little bit.
Oh, well, don't punish them too much. They are your faithful servants, after all. Though, I have to ask, they seem so devoid of personality. Such expressionless faces on their brow. Why is that?
Oh, well, they are, let's just say, what happens when someone, dips their hand a little too deep into the cookie jar, in a metaphorical way of speaking.
What do you mean? What happened to them?
Oh, well, that's not really important right now. But you, how do you like this dress? I had it custom made just for you.
It's lovely, darling. You have such fine tastes. I've never had anyone give me something like this. It's nice for once.
Of course, dear. Anything for you. Whatever I can do to make your life so much better than it ever has been before gives me so much intense joy with every passing moment.
Thank you. You have given me a life again. One where I'm not so lonely. Sure, I have my daughter, but I needed someone to fill the void in me the way you do.
Yes, and you to fill the void within me. We were meant for each other, you know. No one else, just us two. Us two together forever.
Thank you, love. I truly do appreciate all you do for me.
Oh.
Darling, I still find myself full of questions. Forgive my inquisitive mind, but may I ask?
Oh, but of course, dear. Ask away. We have nothing but time on our hands.
Why are you always so cold? Why does your heart not beat? I know you mentioned that you are no normal avian, but this is far from normal. None of this adds up to any avians I know, not even close. What are you?
Oh, well, that would take a while to explain. But, let me try and see if I can dub it for you in a manner of speaking. Imagine just for a moment that
No! No more! No more metaphors and circular talk. Tell me, in simple terms, what are you?
I'm scared to tell you the real answer. I don't know how you would react if you knew.
I am not afraid of the unknown. It is my duty by birth and by right to know the secrets of the universe. Show me. Tell me.
Well, Alright, but can you just promise me one thing, real quick? Just promise me that when you see it, that you don't run from me, that you don't scream in terror and think of me as some monster that wants to Just promise me you won't run from me, please.
Yes, I promise.
Very well. One moment, please.
Oh, it's so good to get out of there. Needed a breath of fresh air at some point. So, what hapless fool is before us this time? Oh, well, this is awkward.
Yes, it is indeed. Now, compose yourself before our most magnanimous guest. Well, Your Highness, this is, what I've been referring to.
Oh, what? You're talking shit behind my back now? How rude. So why did you even bring me out here? Are we eating him or what?
You will not harm a single feather on his pretty little head. You are here because he has commanded you to be here. Or, well, metaphorically, he commanded you to be here. But besides the point, we are here now to show him what we truly are.
Oh, and so the magician reveals all his tricks. What's next? You're gonna show him what's between our legs? Or did you already show him our privates to begin with, as is your normal introduction?
Oh, how rude!
Dear me. Well, you were right about one thing. I've never seen anything like this. Wait, which one of you is Salexi?
He is. Wait. I am.
Fascinating. You both talk and act like two separate entities, yet you share the same body, and you even refer to each other as one being. I have seen split personalities between two souls in one body, but not like this. Wait. I don't sense another soul inside of you. In fact, I don't sense a soul inside of you. Yet I sense many souls inside of you, like too many, yet none of them are yours. Why?
Well, why does it matter, my dear? All that matters is that you are here now and you see what I am. And I love you for not running from me so easily. And
Oh, no. You're not gonna use such suave words to get out of my question. Darling, I love you, and I want to trust you more, but you have to tell me everything. Go on. No judgment.
but it's such a long story.
We have nothing but time.
Well, don't just sit there all slack-jawed and boogie-eyed. Are you gonna tell him what we are or what? Should I do it?
No, I'll do it. Look, Your Highness, I know you don't want to hear circular talk and metaphors, but I have to condense this down as hard as I can because it's a long story. But if I am to do it as most real talk as I can possibly do, well, here it goes. Well, long time ago, Lucifer, yes, that's right, Lucifer, had his own little pet project. He wanted to make his own archangel, probably to make something nice in the world, probably to make up for what happened before, maybe even to spite God. I don't know, I don't ask questions, but I was his willing test subject. He wanted to create an archangel that was the best of all worlds, heaven, hell, and earth. So, he took the dead soul of a mortal, that's me, then an enormous amount of both holy and infernal power, and then used the dead body of some unknown avian as a vessel, and slapped it all together to try and create this rebus, this creature that was this godly being of every dimension. Spoiler alert, it didn't work, and now I am this horrid void abomination, a literal wound in the fabric of life. And now, in order to even be alive, I have to consume souls. That's right, souls. Like a vampire, but instead of blood, it's souls, just to stay alive one more day.
And boy, we have been alive for a long, long time.
Live once more, just to see the sunrise in each ring of hell. Meanwhile here, in this void of a realm, I am constantly reminded of what I am. This place is perpetually dark, always night, all the time, because it reminds me of my inevitable fate. I am like a bonfire constantly burning, and I always have to keep adding more wood or gas to it to constantly keep it burning forever and ever, wondering even why I'm keeping it going anyway, knowing that inevitably, at some point, I will come to an end. As I hunt the rings of hell looking for souls to eat, I torment the very souls that wander in there, trying to find some moment of peace. Meanwhile, I'm there to disturb it even further. But I need something, someone in life to give me meaning, give me excitement, be it love, be it hate, be it violence, be it peace. I don't care, anything, any form of sensation that could give me a reason to keep going. And so I treat the rings of hell as if it's some kind of playground for me to go to, some escape where I can go to torment or even please the souls that wander those rings, to give me some form of pleasure or excitement in life, or some kind of meaning, anything to get me away from the horrible blackness of this place. In this place, all the butlers you see here, they are all of the souls I have consumed. They are the lifeless husks of what remain. There are a very few select of them that do have some level of personality that can give me some kind of meaning in life, but I still need to go out there and find someone or something to fill the void in me, literally and metaphorically. And it's actually kind of why you're even here in the first place.
I'm so proud of you. You did all of that without any pish-poshy talk at all.
Oh, you're too kind. Wait a minute, you're insulting me, aren't you?
Oh, how dreadful. My, there is a lot to unpack here. But I at least appreciate you giving me the brass tacks of it.
There is something else. Something I wanted to wait for a while to tell you. I know this is going all so fast, but now that you know all this, there's something important that you must know.
Of course, darling. Tell me.
You want to know what the worst part of it is? I know what my inevitable fate really is. Someday, in 1,000 years, in 1,000,000 years, maybe even 1,000,000,000,000 years, someday this universe, everything, hell, heaven, and earth will all come to an end. And it is my destiny to be the one to bring the end to all things. Not because I want to, but it's because it's what I am now. I am the hole in the fabric of life. Inevitably, that hole will get too big, and it will consume every last thing in the universe. And when I do, I will become the egg or incubator for the next universe. Not in my image, oh no, I'm not like some Sunday morning cartoon villain, no. I actually don't even want this to happen, but I can't avoid it. Even if I consume 1 billion souls, it won't stop it. all it will do is delay the inevitable for just a little bit longer. And that's the worst part of it, is that when this happens, and when all things come to an end, when all that's left in the universe is just empty blackness, not even this mansion you see here, I will be there, alone, floating all by myself, waiting until my body finally dies and creates the new universe so that I can finally be at peace at last.
Oh, that is a horrid fate. I have felt soul-crushing loneliness, but that is just dreadful.
But there is one nice thing that I can do to escape the horrid loneliness, and it is probably the biggest question that I will ever ask you.
Oh? What would that be?
There is one way to make certain that when that end inevitably comes, that I won't be alone, that at least I'll have someone with me. I want you to become like me, become the creature that I am, because the only way anyone can survive that end is if they're like me as well.
You want me to be like you?
In order to avoid the inevitable end of the void, you must become one with it. And when you do, then we two can be together, just the two of us, and no one else, to at least keep each other company, so that it's not all so bad while we're floating in that horrid blackness for all time. And even before that, we have several billions, maybe even trillions of years before it happens. So the two of us could be like a bunch of vampire counts, a dark king and queen, roaming the rings of hell, tormenting and even pleasing the souls that wander within it as our little playthings. Oh, it would be so much fun and so delightful, don't you think?
Well, that is a huge life-changing choice to make, to be sure.
Yes, indeed it is. I know you can't really give me an answer on a whim here and now with so much to unpack.
Well, may I have a day or two to think about it?
Of course, absolutely. You can take all the time you need.
Oh, well, isn't this all so lovely? Can we wrap this up? I'm getting awfully hungry.
Patience, patience, my love. We'll go back to the rings and find you someone tasty to eat. But anyway, like I was saying, Your Highness, take all the time you need. Please don't be intimidated by me. I'm glad we could have shared this little moment together to spill all of this truth.
Thank you, dear. This is a lot to take in. But know that I will either say yes, or at least try to help.
Yes, of course. Please tell me if you need anything at all. Nothing is beyond my limit or reach.
Yes. Of course, darling. What do I do? I don't know if I can become such a thing. Who do I even talk to about that? Oh, I will ask. What was his name? He was an imp, I think. Why can't I remember him? Oh, but what is his name?